Que pasa to the pack? It is Pack here. If you've been following this channel enough, you know that today I'm talking about the expected roster update of NBA 2K23 that comes out next Thursday. What I'm doing is I'm going through the last 5 games. I'm seeing players that have significant game changes that are doing a lot better, and I think rating wise need to go up as players. I'm going to do that in today's video. If you like that kind of content when it comes to players ratings and changes and all that kind of stuff, please join the pack and subscribe, and let's get it, man. The first player is James Harden. I have talked about him a pretty significant amount on this channel, so I don't want to go too deep into it. He is the best playmaker or borderline best playmaker with Tyrese Halliburton in the NBA right now. He's having a really good year efficiency-wise. He's the second leading scorer on the 76ers, while they've been playing as the best team in the NBA in the last 10 games. He's a 93 overall, and I'd even argue it should be higher than that. He's been that good. He deserves to be up there. From the Milwaukee Bucks, I have Brook Lopez +2. This would make him the third best player over Chris Middleton. And even though Chris Middleton has been playing better in the last couple games, Brook Lopez is defensive player of the year leader right now. He's averaging 4 blocks a game in the last 5 games, while being the second leading scorer on the Bucks. He's been absurdly good. He's unstoppable right now. He deserves to be an 86 overall minimum for him. For the Chicago Bulls, I'm going to say Zach LaVine +2. This would make him the best player on the Bulls, and that is deserving of it. The Bulls have not been winning like this have been supposed to be winning, and that's mostly because Lonzo Ball has been hurt all year, and he's going to be hurt next year as well, which is sad. But Zach LaVine has been doing his part in the last 10, even 5 games. He's been leading scorer by far. He's been the most efficient player. He has the most expanded game out of anyone on this team. DeMar DeRozan's good, but Zach LaVine has been the better player for a good while now. I felt that way, and he needs to be rating-wise the best player. So we're going to jump to the Clippers, and I'm going to say Kawhi Leonard +3 to a 95 overall. I've mentioned Kawhi a lot on this channel lately, but I want to just keep at it because I feel strongly about this. Kawhi Leonard is playing just as good as he was in his prime, and in his prime, he was a 97 overall. Now, I'm not going to put him up to a 97 overall, but I'm going to put him at a 95. He has been the best player on the Clippers. The Clippers have been winning their last 5 games, I believe. I mean, he's Kawhi. He's been Kawhi. It's actually really impressive how good the Clippers have been playing. Even with adding Russell Westbrook, they actually look very, very good. Kawhi's been the major reason for it. But another player that we need to talk about is Eric Gordon +2. Scoring wise, he has been the third leading scorer on this team in the last 5 games. Eric Gordon, I'm actually genuinely happy for him because on the Rockets, he was kind of wasting away in his career. On the Clippers, they've found a role for this man. He was a perennial 18 to 17 point per game scorer for years. I'm genuinely happy for Eric Gordon finding a new home here with the Clippers and getting a chance to actually play really good basketball. +2 for him. I want to go to the Atlanta Hawks. So, believe it or not, I have barely talked about the Hawks this year because they've been so underwhelming, it's been kind of depressing. However, lately, Trae Young has stepped it up, averaging 32 points per game in the last 5 games and averaging 9 assists on good efficiency. The team is still not doing great, but it's not Trae Young's fault, at least offensively. Now, defensively, you know he's not very good, but he's a 90 overall club member for sure. I just think that maybe not that much higher than a 90 overall, but he's definitely a 90 overall player, without a doubt to me. For the Charlotte Hornets, I'm going to say Kelly Oubre Jr. +3. Now, the issue with the Hornets is that because there's no, LaMelo Ball, this team is kind of all over the place, and there's a new good player every single day. And actually, they're struggling so much that Michael Jordan apparently is trying to sell the team. But Kelly Oubre Jr. lately, in the last 5 games, has been averaging, I believe, almost it's 28 a game on 55% from the field. He's been the leading scorer for the team. He's been very consistent. I was saying that Gordon Hayward should be the best player on the roster, but Kelly Oubre Jr. has overtaken Gordon Hayward, and I would have him as an 83 overall right now. He's actually been playing that good as of today. For the Dallas Mavericks, I want to talk about Jaden Hardy all the way back here. He's a 73 overall. I believe he needs to go +5 to a 78 overall. Now, there's a reason I'm saying this, and it's basically because for some reason the Mavericks don't like to play him unless Luka and Kyrie Irving are missing games. So if they don't play the game, they play Jaden Hardy, and every time he plays, he has amazing games. He's averaging 25 points in the last 5 games, which is insanity, okay? He's deserving of this. I think he's been hella underrated. I think the Mavericks need someone else besides Kyrie and Luka to do well, and I mean, they have a player on the bench right here that's been doing that well. Why not just play him? He's proven he can do it consistently. Give the man minutes. For the Detroit Pistons, I'm actually pretty happy to say that James Wiseman, I'm going to give him a +4 to an 81 overall. It is a blessing that he was traded to the Pistons because he's finally getting minutes. James Wiseman went to an unfortunate situation, which was the Warriors, because he was a number 2 pick in the draft playing on a championship level team. It sucks for James Wiseman because he wasn't given really the opportunity to play his game, and he never got to develop as a player on the Warriors. On the Pistons, he has free reign to do whatever the hell he wants to do. In the last 5 games, he's averaging 17 points on 54% from the field and 10 rebounds a game in just 28 minutes per game. Imagine when he plays a full 36. Imagine when they start drawing up plays for James Wiseman. The Pistons look like they're going to have a nice future with Ivy, Wiseman, and Cade Cunningham. I'm excited for their future, and I'm happy for James Wiseman. Speaking of the Warriors, I have Curry as a 97 overall. This would tie him as the best player in the NBA, but he is deserving of it. You shouldn't be surprised. This is a MVP player. This is a player that just last year won an NBA championship and a Finals MVP. We know how Curry is, how good he is when he's playing on. He's playing on right now. 97 overall. I do have him tied as the best player in the league, and he's, if he keeps playing the way he's playing, they could win another championship. But this NBA is pretty stacked right now, so who knows? For the Houston Rockets, I'm going to say, finally, for the first time this year, Jabari Smith Jr. with an upgrade of a +3. Jabari Smith, in the last 5 games that he has played, has been the leading scorer for the Rockets and on good efficiency, which is massive for this man. He had such a struggle year. I was shocked that he wasn't playing well, but it's looking a lot better right now. This will put him at a 79 overall, so it's not like a massive upgrade or anything, but I do think he is deserving of it right now. For the Pistons, I can't believe I'm saying this. Tyrese Halliburton might need to go up +2 to a 91 overall. So let's talk about this. I just said that James Harden should be a 93 overall, and Tyrese Halliburton is putting up better numbers than James Harden. He's better playmaking wise, more efficient, and more points per game in the last 5 games, okay? The Pacers are looking really good right now and are still in the fight for a playoff spot. It's all because of Tyrese Halliburton, the best playmaker in basketball right now. He's a 91 overall, man. It's crazy, I know, but he's been that good. Lakers quickly is D'Angelo Russell +1. So Anthony Davis has been missing games, LeBron James has been missing games, and D'Lo's actually doing a pretty good job while they're not playing. So +1 for him. For the Miami Heat, I want to say straight up that Jimmy Butler, Bam, and Tyler Hero should all go up, all for different reasons. But I'm gonna say Tyler Hero is the one I want to talk about, because you can expect Bam and Jimmy Butler to do well, but Tyler Hero is gonna be a major reason on whether or not they have a good playoff run. So he's averaging 21 points in the last 5 games on good efficiency, but he has not been doing that all year. If he can do that all year, they look so much better. The Heat look like so much more of a threat if he plays that well, but he cannot be inconsistent. Right now he's an 86 overall +2 if he continues to play this way. For the Timberwolves, I have Anthony Edwards +2 to an 88 overall. It is incredible what Ant has been doing this year. I mean, they have been missing Karl-Anthony Towns the entire season. They don't have a super stacked roster, and Gobert is actually doing okay, but he's not like this offensive threat or anything. And Anthony Edwards is averaging 30 a game in the last 5 games, and somehow the Timberwolves are a 500 record. It's unbelievable what they're doing. Anthony Edwards is the major reason for it. He's already an all-time Timberwolf in my opinion. He's definitely an 88 at least. For the New York Knicks, I'm going to say RJ Barrett, probably +2. So Jalen Brunson's been out because of injury. I believe it's a foot injury. So RJ Barrett's been getting more minutes, getting more opportunity to score, and he's proven that. There was a lot of hate of RJ Barrett this season because people argue that he's actually just straight up bad at everything. But there's no denying that his ability to slash and penetrate and finish at the basket is actually pretty damn good. And he's doing it even at times when there's no spacing. It's impressive. He's an 84 overall in my book. It's not a great, like crazy great or anything, but he's an 84 overall to me. The come out of nowhere in the middle of the year player of the year award goes to Jalen Williams, bro. +2. I would have him tied as the second best player on this team. Actually, you know what? I would even put him at like +3 or 4 because I think he's above Josh Giddey. In the last 5 games, he's averaging 22 points on 9 rebounds a game. The Thunder are looking like they could make the playoffs, and it's all because of not only SGA's amazing performance this year, but Jalen Williams coming out of nowhere and having the performance he is right now is unbelievable. I mean, this guy doesn't even have an official picture of him with a Thunder jersey on, and he's the second best player on a team that's making the playoffs. Is so impressive. I've been harping about the Kings for a while, but Sabonis is a 90 overall club member. Straight up. In the last 5 games, he's averaging a triple-double while averaging the most rebounds in the NBA, and he's averaging like 55% from the field. This is Jokic numbers, okay? This is literally Nikola Jokic numbers he's putting up, and Nikola Jokic is a 97 overall. Now, and I'd argue that Domantas Sabonis is a better defender. So I'm going to put him at around a 91, maybe a 90. He's definitely a 90 overall club member, like without a doubt. I'm not going to put him up with Jokic because he's not doing what Jokic was doing all year, but he's a 90 overall club member without a doubt. For the Spurs, finally some bright spots for us for once. Jeremy Sokan, I'm going to put +2 to a 79 overall. Finally looking good. He, all season he was like getting open looks and baskets and shots off, but they weren't going in. They're finally starting to drop for him, and he's averaging 22 points in the last 5 games. He's been looking very, very good, and he's rebounding really well. I'm happy with him. Also, Zach Collins is playing a lot better. I also have him as like a +2, maybe a +3. Both playing very well. For the Raptors, things are starting to look a little bit better for them. Fred VanVleet is now officially to be the second best player on the team. He's the leading scorer in the last 5 games. He has been shooting at a really good percentage, so that's very good. I think the Raptors are going to need him to do this for the rest of the year if they want to make the playoffs, but that's it. For the Utah Jazz, I want to say that Walker Kessler is going to go +2. He's been averaging 3.5 blocks in the last 5 games. Great rebounding, great efficiency from the field. He is the 3rd best player. I would probably put Jordan Clarkson like a +1 then. Tied as the 2nd best player on this team. He's been impressive. He's actually a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He deserves to go up. And then THT, I'm going to put +3. He's been the 2nd leading scorer for the team in the last 5 games. Maybe it's just like an out of nowhere performance, but he's been playing very well. And finally for the Wizards, I'm going to say that Corey Kispert goes +5. Maybe +4. He's a 76 overall. So +4 for him to an 80 overall. I don't know what happened to this man out of nowhere, but he's been playing so damn well. Shooting a lot of threes, making a lot of them. He's going to go up. But okay, these are the players that I think absolutely need upgrades. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like the channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.